check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Unboxing at 18% off of all their natural products, from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for. All right, man, we back. First boxing video today. I dropped 3 NBA videos early this morning, so hopefully you guys caught them. I won't say this nigga went inactive, but appreciate everybody for tapping back in. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. Leave them off, handling some business. But yeah, excuse the air conditioning, it's hot. It's like 90 degrees in Detroit, plus the humidity. You know how that shit go. But yeah, man, got some rumors to talk about Canelo. And apparently Canelo Alvarez may not fight Triple G next. I'm pretty sure we all know that. And, you know, more than likely, he might fight Callum Smith next. Now, person that hit me up, I'll just leave his name anonymous, because I don't want to get nobody in trouble, told me it was either Callum Smith or Kovalev. Now, if you go to worldboxingnews.net, Kovalev and Yard is apparently agreed on for the millionth time. You know, and Kovalev got to make that fight because it's mandated. If he don't make that fight, unless Anthony Yard pull out, then he gonna get stripped. So then what's the point of Canelo fighting you if it ain't for a belt? And I believe if he fought Kovalev, it's going to be some weight restrictions or stipulations in there, man. So at the end of the day, Kovalev, like what, 36 years old. He had a hard time making weight, no stamina, and also he ain't really that athletic. I ain't saying he unathletic, but you know, he ain't no brother. And we know Canelo got problems fighting the brothers because the athletic ability gives him issues. If you want to know why he don't want to fight Jamal Charlo, it's the speed, the size, and the athletic ability. And also, Ronnie Shields got many looks at Canelo with Lara. You know, and what Lara don't do, Jamal Charlo pretty much does. I'm not saying he do everything great or everything better than Lara. I'm just saying he let his hands go. He more offensive. He bigger, faster. And Lara is like an unofficial cornerman or trainer for the Charlo twins. He helped groom them growing up. So Ronnie Shields will know exactly how to deal with Canelo Alvarez. And I think that's another thing that Canelo sees. You know, and he saw that jaw that Jamal Charlo showcased versus Murat Korobov. And that's the same punches that put Brian Vera to sleep. I think, yeah, he did knock out Brian Vera, I think, on Tecate TV. But I'll say that video for another day, or later on, Jamal and Canelo. But yeah, so he probably gonna fight Callum Smith. And Callum Smith is the lineal champion at 168 pounds for no fucking reason, because he won a tournament that nobody joined. Anthony Durrell, Benavidez, Caleb Plant, Jesse Hart, Gilberto Ramirez, who was the champion at the time. And then the one challenge he was supposed to fight, Yerman Berman, he pulled out of the fight. You know, he pulled out of the fight with an injury or whatever. So he beat George Groves. I mean, who ain't really whooped on George Groves? Froch beat him twice. Badu Jack beat him. He had a tough fight with Fedor Shuvanov where he almost broke his fucking, I think he injured or fractured his jaw or some shit like that. But then also, he hurt his shoulder in the Eubanks Jr. fight going into that fight. So it's, you know, was he healthy or not, who knows. But it sounds like Canelo is probably going to be taking on Callum Smith, as long as Yard don't pull out the Kovalev agreement. So that's just what I hear. That's what I hear. So you know, but that's not even the kicker about it. A lot of people been asking me what's been going on with Jaime Munguia, and it sounds like, you take it for the grain of salt, the second part of this rumor, Gennady Golovkin may fight Demetrius Andrade, which I don't know why would he do that, and I'll explain that later on in the video. He fight Demetrius Andrade for the WBO, the only belt he hadn't held at middleweight, or he could be fighting Jaime Munguia, which he probably will be fighting Jaime Munguia. So that's what Triple G may do next. Canelo and Triple G3 may not be on tap, but if it doesn't go down, Triple G will fight either Andrade if he wins tonight. He definitely fights Lucky if he win, or Jaime Munguia. Now Jaime Munguia has been rumored to move up. He ain't really made no statement about what he gonna do was 154-pound belt. And I know the highest PBC guy that was in that rankings was J-Rock before the Herb fight. So just looking at that whole situation, obviously I would like to see Triple G versus Demetrius Andrade. It'll answer a lot of questions. But then again, I want to see Jermall Charlo versus Andrade. Okay, Canelo is no longer the WBC champion. They helped him save face. Once again, Canelo is no longer the WBC fucking champion. You know, a lot of people say, well, you know, this is what this guy said. No, I read the fucking article. The franchise champion is like a fucking diamond belt. It's a fucking trophy. It's a nice way of saying we stripped you for not wanting to fight Jermall Charlo. That's what it was. I put the article on my video link. You can go to ESPN Boxing. It's right there. You can put ESPN in Google, and one of the first 3 or 4 articles that pop up is Canelo loses his title. You know, ain't nobody got to fucking lie. The nigga got stripped, and they helped him save face by creating this franchise championship. That's just what it boiled down to. So a lot of people can say what the fuck they want to say. He got stripped, and the franchise champion is not like the Super WBA champion. It's a trophy. Not getting on the freeway. It's some bullshit. It's a fucking trophy, and that's what it is. So ain't nobody trying to hear that BS. He got stripped. So well, why would Gennady Golovkin go for the WBO belt when in fact, I ain't starting this shit over. In fact, why would he go for the WBO belt? Potholes in Detroit. Well, technically, I ain't in Detroit, but as soon as I cross over fucking Warren, I will be. And that might be a little bit more of a minute, so since I ain't taking Southfield, but Gennady Golovkin, why would he go for Andrade belt to call himself a 2-time middleweight champion? He better off trying to go fight at super middleweight and be a 2-time division champion or title holder, because he pretty much did what he had to do at middleweight. And Canelo only got 2 titles now, the IBF title, and he got the fucking Super WBA title. Okay, so Undisputed is off the table unless they got to fight Jermall Charlo for that belt. So he more likely gonna fight Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia was gonna fight him when on Cinco de Mayo, but they didn't approve of it. He probably got crushed then and gonna get crushed now. You know, he looked terrible versus that Inouye guy at super middleweight. I mean, at junior middleweight. And if his title go up for grabs, I mean, who do the zone got in position to fight for that title? Golden Boy, you know, or Top Rank or Matchroom. I don't know at 54 who they got. It should be interesting because J-Rock was the highest next guy. You know, does Al Heyman get the bag over there to try to get that belt in Erickson Lubin hand? Or does he try to get Jermall Charlo in position for that belt, you know? And then, you know, him and Tony just fight down the road? I don't know. So we really got to see, you know, how this shit fold out. But, you know, as far as seeing Canelo still run shit over at the zone. He's still running. So they can say whatever they freaking want to say about Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? They can say whatever they want to say about him. He still runs shit. Nobody want to see a trilogy versus Triple G right now. But now that Undisputed is off the table because he's been stripped. I mean, I wouldn't mind being down to see Jaime Munguia get his brains bashed in by Golovkin. Because short of going to get Robert Garcia, or short of going to get like somebody like Ronnie Shields or Buddy McGurf or somebody like that, like he just a walking L. You know, he ain't that fucking good technically, and he getting exposed. He got talent, but you know, Triple G is gonna take him. We know Triple G wants to take the role of least resistance. He not going to fight Andrade because there's no point. I mean, even if he break the WBO title, it's still, they got to see Charlo. One of them got to see Charlo to become Undisputed. So Undisputed is a wrap. And then Canelo, at least at the bare minimum, he trying to go up to 168 pounds. Okay? At the bare minimum, he trying to go to 68 and fight Callum Smith. And then if he fights Callum Smith, he gonna put weight restrictions on him. He ain't gonna be able to rehydrate or nothing. He gonna drain the fuck out that kid. That kid ain't done nothing at super middleweight but beat George Groves. He ain't done a goddamn thing. He ain't fight Ramirez before he left, Hart before he left. You know, not even the Billy Joe Saunders, not a Caleb Plant, David Benavidez. He ain't fought shit. And not gonna fight nothing. He another UK unknown guy. When the rubber hit the road, you know, what type of guy are you is the question. But hey, it is what it is. Just want to spit that rumor real quick. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request, man. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Box to get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. One time for the one time we gone.